In this corner, weighing in at just under 2 tons, standing 6 feet tall, the Dark Knight himself, the caped crusader, the one and only Batman. And in the other corner, standing over 390 feet tall and weighing in at 60,000 tons, the king of the monsters, the one and only Godzilla. So how can Batman possibly defeat this behemoth? Is it even possible? What's the most powerful weapon Batman has? And will it work against Godzilla? Well, to answer that question, we're going to have to take a look at some pretty powerful weapons, including Batman's most powerful one yet. So let's get started. So what exactly is Godzilla's weakness? How can Batman exploit this weakness to bring down the king of all monsters? Well, first off, let me ask you this. Do you remember the first time Batman fought Bane? During their fight, Batman was tossed around like a rag doll. No matter what Batman tried, he couldn't seem to land a hit on Bane. And this was because Bane had taken something that belonged to Batman. That's right, Bane had stolen the formula for the Bat. With this, Bane had become incredibly strong and was able to overpower Batman. However, after Bane took the formula for the Batmite, Batman was now free from any fear toxin effects. This meant that he could use his genius intellect and come up with a plan to defeat Bane. In the end, Batman was able to trick Bane into fighting him in the snow. Batman knew that the cold would reduce the effectiveness of the Vembrit. Once this happened, Batman was finally able to land hits on Bane and ultimately defeat him by smashing the vial containing the remaining Vembrants, causing Bane to go back to his normal strength level. Now here's the thing, while Bane may not be as big as Godzilla, this story is still relevant. You see, like Bane, Godzilla is really only strong because of his source of power. For Godzilla, this power source comes from the core of the Earth, where he absorbs the energy from the Earth's inner radiation. The reason why Godzilla becomes enraged when he is exposed to nuclear fallout is because it reminds him of his origin. Without the energy from the core of the Earth, Godzilla becomes much weaker and it's possible for humans to actually harm him. Now, if there's one thing that Batman's known for, it's exploiting his enemies' weaknesses. So you can bet that if Batman were to ever face Godzilla, he would probably try to do the same thing. After all, it's just good detective work. But how exactly would Batman go about doing this? Well, it all comes down to Batman's ultimate weapon, one that is kept hidden away for just such an occasion. As we know, Gotham City is built on top of an old volcano. While the city doesn't realize it, Batman knows that there's a volcano beneath the city. And if you ask me, I think Batman might just have a few tricks up his sleeve that involve the volcano. But before we get to that, we need to talk about another one of Batman's most dangerous weapons. And no, I'm not talking about the Batmobile or the Bat. I'm talking about the Bat Shark. Yes, believe it or not, the Bat Shark is one of Batman's deadliest weapons. First appearing in Detective Comics number 643, the Bat Shark is a genetically engineered shark created by Will Magnus. This shark is incredibly intelligent and was trained by Batman to follow his every command. And while the Bat Shark is normally used to patrol the seas around Gotham, Batman has also been known to use it in other ways. For example, in Batman, the Telltale series, the player can actually control the Bat Shark to attack anyone who gets too close to the boat. Of course, the Bat Shark isn't just some mindless killing machine. It's actually really smart and can even understand human speech. This makes it one of Batman's most versatile weapons, as he can use it to both attack and defend as needed. And while the Bat Shark may not be able to defeat Godzilla on its own, it's still a pretty formidable weapon. After all, sharks are one of the most feared predators on planet Earth, and the fact that this one is genetically engineered just makes it even more deadly. But let's be honest, the Bat Shark is nothing compared to Batman's ultimate weapon. That's right, I'm talking about the Bat Tank, also known as the main battle tank. The Bat Tank is one of the most powerful weapons in Batman's arsenal. This heavily armed vehicle is perfect for taking on large groups of enemies or heavy machinery. In fact, the Bat Tank is so powerful that it's even been used to take down other For example, in the Injustice mobile game, Batman uses the Bat Tank to fight against Superman. And while he doesn't win the fight, he does manage to hold his own against the Man of Steel. But the Bat Tank isn't just a mindless killing machine. In fact, it's actually controlled by Batman himself. Yes, that's right. Batman can literally drive the Bat Tank around like a giant mech suit. This gives him an incredible amount of firepower and control over the battlefield. The Bat Tank is equipped with a variety of weapons, including machine guns, rocket launchers, and even a laser cannon. These weapons are more than enough to take on just about any enemy. And while the Bat Tank is undoubtedly a powerful weapon, it's still not enough to defeat Godzilla on its own. After all, Godzilla is a nuclear-powered monster that can withstand incredible amounts of damage. But what if I told you that there was a way to combine the Bat Tank with Batman's ultimate plan to defeat Godzilla? Well, it turns out that there is. You see, in order to defeat Godzilla, Batman needs to find a way to cut off his source of power. And what better way to do that than by using the power of the volcano itself? That's right. Batman could use the volcano beneath Gotham City to trap Godzilla and cut him off from his source of power. But doing this would also cause the volcano to erupt, which would destroy Gotham City. So it's a risky move, but it's definitely one that Batman would be willing to take if he had to imagine it. Godzilla, weakened by the lack of power and trapped inside the volcano, would be no match for Batman. And then Batman could finally claim victory against the king of the monsters once and for all. Of course, this is just a theory, and in reality, it's unlikely that Batman would ever face off against Godzilla. But hey, a guy can dream, right? What do you think? Would Batman be able to defeat Godzilla? If so, how? Let me know in the comments below. And while you're at it, be sure to check out my other videos. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.